afternoon. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. He was giving me a hard time because I sort of got a bit tongue-tied at the top of the show.
A little bit.
Just I was going to say, look at all the blue, but then it was just a reflection in the screen.
Okay.
Hey, a little shout out to Yvonne Ryans, who watches our show online. Yvonne, we think you're fantastic. Thanks for watching and sending us a little message saying how much you love me.
But not.
What if no? She said the
Someone
show.
has to, I guess.
I was waiting for you to bounce back at me, but you didn't.
It's all about you. We know. That's
We
why
already
you
know
sit in
it's
the
all
middle.
about you. We know.
That's why
We
he
know.
sits in the middle.
Do you want to tell everyone at home what we need everyone to do?
We need them to enter the chili cook-off.
That's it,
That's
my
what
friend.
we need to
Yes,
do.
we do.
We want to start off by telling you that if you still haven't submitted your recipe to Midday Kentucky Chili Cook-Off, you still have time. Not a lot, but you still have time. The contest has been extended to March 17th, which is next Friday, St. Patty's Day, of course. The 4 semifinalists will win ABC swag bags, and the grand prize winner chosen will walk away with a $100 Kroger voucher. That's a good deal. To enter, all you have to do is submit your name, phone, email, and one chili recipe to middaykentucky at WTVQ.com. It's not that hard, people. You have to use Laura's lean beef. Looking forward to all the entries.
Hey, and we decided because we thought it might have been a good thing to put with St. Paddy's Day being a little bit Irish. Now, I know chili isn't Irish,
Right.
but I sort of thought it was a good thing to put all together. We're all going to be dressed up in our green next week.
Yes,
right.
definitely. That's going to
So-
be fun.
Plus a chilly weekend, we've got potential snow on the way. So if you got
yeah, I
the crock
forgot
pot
about
going,
that.
we'll have more in a little bit here. But get the crock
I
pot
forgot we
going.
have to do weather.
Yeah, I'll just mention it, and
we
then
might
we
see
do a little
snow
more at
this
the end.
weekend. We have
Yeah.
to talk about weather.
Yeah, we have to. Hey, very quickly, it was something. Did you ever suck your thumb as a kid?
No, but I was a nail biter and still am to this day.
You're a nail biter.
I am. That's
Isn't
kind of
that
my
fun?
thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look like you bite your nails.
I'm getting better, I
You're
guess.
okay.
At almost 30 years of age, I'm
What
getting
about
better.
you? Are you a nail biter?
No, I'm not a nail biter. I don't know if I sucked my thumb as not in my memory, so maybe when I was a toddler, but not that I know
Well,
of
according
being
to a new
thumb-sucker.
survey, this woman, and I don't mean to make fun of it, it must be a major problem out there, Karen Sparrow, at 38 years of age, actually dislocated her shoulder 7 years ago and had to wear a sling, preventing her from sucking her left thumb. But what happened, she automatically went into sucking her right thumb. Now, 12% of adult women, is that not crazy? 12% of adult women still suck their thumb in adult life.
Well, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the shoulder dislocation
Well, I don't
thing,
know.
but I don't know
But
where
I
that...
sort of think maybe it was from when she was sleeping.
But 12 out of 100 women still suck their thumb like that?
I doubt that.
That
I've never
seems
heard
I'm
like-
of
just
it.
sitting here thinking, I don't even think I
you're
could
doing
sit
it
here
right
with
now.
my
Ew,
thumb in my
gross. I
mouth.
can't do it.
And plus the germs, like...
Yeah,
ew.
ew, it's gross.
Oh,
No,
please,
that-
you used to bite your nails.
That's true.
Don't talk
That's
germs
true.
to us. Oh my gosh.
I don't, but what do you think causes that? What do you?
Well,
what-
the survey
what does it
didn't say why, but it was just interesting that they did this survey and 12% of adult women, that's all I've got.
But I was reading
That's
it, and they
bizarre. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
say most of them didn't even know that they were doing it.
No,
it
so
could be
it's-
like
Okay.
a nervous tick type
Well,
thing.
they were
almost.
saying, this young lady was saying that her mother had actually put nail polish, like varnish on her nails to stop
Right.
her. But that's more of a biting thing that I remember as a kid growing
Yeah.
up. That was a bit of an old
But you're
wives'
saying
tale.
adult women. do
Adult
this, right?
women, 12%. I would like to know who here in Kentucky as an adult woman, whether you'd be embarrassed to tell us or not, because you know I'd give you a shout out on TV. Who actually
a little
sucks
bit of
your thumb?
humiliation,
know.
but you get a shout out, you know.
Do you think it's a little weird?
I don't know if I saw a woman sucking her thumb. I don't think I'd be like, "Can I take you out on a date?" I just don't find it attractive.
Yeah,
I guess
I
it's
sort
kind
of-
of odd. I would see it more as childish and immature, not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just take that as more of a nervous habit, which we all have them. So I don't know if I can't really hate on the people that are doing
I can imagine people
it.
doing that in their sleep. I can imagine that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
This
but
is a
not
weird
during the
story.
day. Hey, very quickly, there's been a lot of conversation regarding exes and, should you remain friends after you break up? And this is a conversation that you thought was interesting.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. We talked about this last week in What's Poppin'. Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry parting ways. So sad. But they've now come out this
Is it
week
so
saying,
sad?
yeah, I was sad. I think they're just a gorgeous couple together. I
Well,
was
I think
sad.
after we saw that
You said
paddleboarding,
you forgot they
I
were
think-
dating.
Let's just be real here, people. After we saw the paddleboarding photographs, I was surprised that she was prepared to stay with him.
Right. Well,
Boom tish.
so anyway, they've now
Boom
come out
tish.
this week saying, they're still in contact. They call and text. And so it kind of got the conversation going on social media. And I was just wondering, do you guys think it's okay to stay in contact with your ex? Do you? And is it okay only while you're still single? Once you get into another relationship, is it fair to still be in contact with an ex, even if you're not being romantic? There's still that history.
Katie, is
What do
this
you
a
think?
question you're asking us for you?
Well, I
or
don't
is
want to
this-
date you, no.
I don't know.
Eric, maybe.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I think this is a awkward conversation to have.
Why?
Honest. Well,
With us?
Well,
or
no,
you-
no. With
oh.
so say your current significant other. If they're not okay with it, then I say drop
That
it at
is a
all
deal breaker
costs.
for me. It would really bother
Really?
me. Yeah.
I think it's only a deal breaker. Let's just say I'm single, broken up with my partner, and that partner gets another partner. That's where it becomes difficult.
Other partner probably doesn't approve either.
Well, I don't really care about the other partner. What I'm
Right.
saying is it becomes difficult for me because then I'm like, well, what do we talk about? I don't want to sit at dinner and you talk about your new partner. I want to be able to have a conversation, guy to guy or guy to
Yeah.
girl and just be normal.
Yeah, I know a lot of people though that say they try to be friends with their ex and they find the friendship, but maybe that's fine for you, but I don't think that's fair to your future partner or
If you-
I'm not fine with, my boyfriend
Is that because
being
you're
friends
jealous?
with his
I was
ex.
going to say I think the level of jealousy
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
into play. But I mean, it's.
I
don't
mean,
wish
yeah, right or
ill.
wrong, I'm just saying that's how I feel.
Well, I'm
that
secure
I would be,
enough within myself to not even worry about that because I think
I don't worry about it, but if it's brought up to me, I would say that makes me feel comfortable. I don't like it. I want to go
so you're saying
I'm not
if
going
they-
to go like searching through someone's phone to see if they're lying. But if they ask me and
Well,
say
I did that once.
that makes me feel uncomfortable.
and then I felt bad that I did it. But
Okay.
as I always say, people at home, if the cooking's good at home, you don't go out for takeout. So I say, take care of business at home.
I think it needs to
and
be a
then
clean
everything's
cut
sa-
with
everything's
exes.
fine.
If you're moving on, move
Okay,
on.
so let's just say your partner, wasn't married, but they had a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Okay.
And he said to you, hey, Katie, do you mind if I still chat to my partner here and there? We're really good mates. We've been split up for 2 or 3 years. We're at a really good point in our relationship. Would you still feel funny about it?
I think I would be honest and say, look, honestly, that makes me feel uncomfortable. I do not desire you to have a friendship with your ex.
Wow.
If they were adamant and if there was a strong friendship before the relationship, maybe, and maybe if it's been years, like you said.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
honestly, I think I wouldn't lay the smack down. This is a deal breaker, but I'd be very honest with my feelings. If you respect my feelings, I'm the only woman.
I think,
there's no one else.
there's always the looming, what if, they just decide to get back together? If you're the other one, what if they just
Yeah.
decide to get back together? Because
Hey,
you're,
but
if
Well,
you're,
and it's like, why do you have to talk to them?
If
I don't.
Yeah, but look,
no,
this
I
is
don't like
where
it.
I think where issues come up in people's life is I understand. I understand and appreciate when you get divorced that there's always animosity. But maybe I think differently. And I think you're in love with someone for a reason.
Right.
Even after you break up, I know there's hurt. I know there's pain. But you were in love with that person for other qualities. Yes, they might have, misstepped sideways because the cooking wasn't good at home, if you know what I mean.
But I think just because you've broken up doesn't mean there's hatred. Like,
No,
I have
but
exes
you
that
can
I
still be
wish
friends.
well.
Yes.
I'm not going to be friends with them.
Oh.
I wish them the best.
Well,
and
that's where I was
wish
going.
them the best, but I'm not going to be
Okay,
friends with them.
I got you.
yeah, but if you're reaching
We
out,
get your point, people. You're jealous
if you're
people.
reaching,
I am. I
we
mean,
get the point.
if you want to be in contact with them, you're obviously thinking of
Yeah.
them. So
All right.
that could cause some
Yeah, I don't
drama.
like it.
Well,
Okay.
moving along to the next topic, because I
Okay.
think we know where you both
Okay,
stand.
we know where you stand.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit more free-spirited, obviously. Financial moves before you turn 30?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Should I be having a piggy bank?
Eric's
Yeah, I
got like a
think
few
so.
months to do these.
Yeah, I know.
Big 3-0
we're
this
down
year.
to 6
Are
months.
you 3-0 this year?
Yep.
Well, we don't have to keep stressing that, but yeah, we're
3-0, single.
The real
Meteorologist.
full package here. But
Not
Ex-gymnastics
communicating with
person.
any exes.
yeah, all good
Maybe you
things,
should.
all good
Maybe you
qualities.
should.
A lot of them are miles and miles away. But we're talking about what to do before you're 30 financially. Some of them start a 401k. If you're trying to buy a house, obviously start saving now. I mean, this article is even mentioning something as small as save 1% of your paycheck, and that will add up over time. Now, I think the thing that has come up multiple times is us millennials live in a completely different world than our parents. Economically, I think we are struggling a lot more. We talked about a lot of kids still living with their parents because we can't afford to pay
No,
rent.
because it's been drummed into your head, and this is something that I often say on this show, you don't need a college degree to get ahead in life.
Well, I pay for it every month,
Yes, and
believe
now
me.
you are paying for it, and it is costing you happiness. 30, single,
Jeez, Troy.
College educated.
college
yeah,
educated.
That's right. Successful broadcast career.
No, and you know what? You do have a point with this, though, because I think if you do take on this debt by getting college degrees and all that, you really have no choice but to stay at home. What else are you saying? I think if you put $50 a week away or $20 a week away,
We've heard
in a
that
little
over and
piggy
over,
bank,
but then you
yeah.
run into, do I pay off my student loan debt? Do I maybe try and chip away at the credit cards? I mean, obviously we're still building credit, which is good because you're making monthly payments, but where's the pecking order of priority? You know, should I be saving more for the future, or do I just handle it now because I'm almost 30?
Well, you don't hit your full earning potential really till you're from 35 on.
I understand that,
So,
but we're struggling now.
well, of course, but your also expectations are probably a little bit higher now than what they will be at 35.
That's right.
Does
Especially-
that, like, there's a difference?
Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I remember when, I was always wanting to have the best shoes and the best outfits and the best car.
I have
and-
that problem too.
Yeah, but the thing is, at a certain age,
do?
then you can do
I like
that.
nice things, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
But I would say we're both collectively bargain shoppers, right?
I
No,
try.
I
Two?
think you've made him a bargain.
Okay, okay,
shopper.
fine. I've been trying
Who
to.
doesn't like saving $1? You're the only one that
Yeah,
insists
I
on
love
paying
a bargain.
full
I
price.
took Eric
that's
to
not
Ross
true.
for the first time, and
Yeah.
it was great. You got a shirt, you got a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
No,
good.
well, what are you saying? What's your the bottom line for this story? You've
I
got to
just-
give me a closing.
I just think it's very difficult to be a millennial in this day and age. We're doing jobs for a lot less than what they used to be paid because that's just par for the course these days. And now, Katie, how many of your friends are just massively in debt? I mean, I know people that owe $60,000 in student loan debt still.
Yeah.
And they're paying $400, $500 a month.
But
mean,
I
that's-
do think there's not enough education brought to high school students to educate them on the debt that they're taking on. Where I have friends, $100,000 in debt, $80,000 in debt. I'm from Ohio. I went to Ohio State, $10,000 a year. That's
Yeah.
good for a state school. It's expensive,
Not bad.
but that's 40 grand graduating. Some kids will, and that's a great education. UK, wonderful education. There are schools here in state that you can go for a lot cheaper, but I think kids go to these private schools or other schools to pursue a career that maybe isn't lucrative enough
Exactly.
to pay that off. So I think in high schools we need to be educated more on realistically what your earning potential is with the career you're going to pursue and tailor your college choice to that.
High school was basically before graduation.
Yeah.
They're like, fill out your FAFSA, and then they give you an unreasonable number of what you can actually afford for education.
Yeah.
You're like, sure, I could afford that if I eat ramen noodles and mac and cheese for 4 years.
Yeah, but you should
But I
also
think you have to keep
look
in
at
mind
that-
what you're going to make after
Yeah.
school in your
I
career.
think going in open-eyed, nice and wide,
Yeah.
you have to have some sort of realistic idea of what is possible. Also, I bet you the people, and when I say this, some of your friends, I bet you they get the latest iPhone 7 phone,
Yeah, they
but
do.
they've got a $100,000 debt. I bet you they have a brand new car, but they've got a $100,000 debt. There's
Yeah.
a difference. You can't get ahead in life without making a few sacrifices early on in age.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be papa,
But-
but like,
We got to have a little fun every now
yes,
and
you do. You can have fun.
I know.
No one's saying for you not to go out and have fun, but you also have to learn at a young age there are responsibilities later in life.
Iron.
Otherwise, you end up at 50 and struggling. And
Yeah.
it just, what's the point? What did your college degree do for you then?
Hopefully got me to 50 with a career.
And no money, and no money, and no happiness in life.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, don't mean to bring you down.
No. Really painted a
Well, you
big,
can cheer us up with the weather this afternoon,
yeah, a
right?
vivid picture there,
70s.
Troy. Yeah,
Give me
we're-
the snow.
we're
Eric's
talking
future,
70s
50
and
broke.
sunshine. Yeah, it's a